Timeless Heroes, a superhero audio project. Part 4. The Truth. In the interrogation room, Timeless abruptly moves again, even though everything around him remains frozen. He walks towards Bera, and soon after, she also regains her ability to move. Shortly after, Thunder returns from the bathroom and appears puzzled by the scene before her.
Did I miss something?
Bera and O'Brien look at her.
What happened here?
Big trouble.
Timeless?
The doctor has disappeared. Something bad is going to happen if we don't get hold of the artifact.
Jason comes over with Kenny.
Wow, this is where it went down. O'Brien is timeless? Was that your last time on the Street Gang story? Please tell me, what happened?
No time for stories. Does anyone else know about the men in black or the woman in white?
We can find out where they are.
How?
When I was walking with Kenny, a man looked pretty familiar. He was dressed like the guys from the doctor's office. I put two and two together, grabbed my phone, activated the GPS, and placed it by the vehicle. I hope no one would find it.
Well done, kid. We should find them. Now.
They head to O'Brien's office where Jason, Timeless, Bera, and Thunder gather around a 3D projection displaying GPS data. A map of the city reveals a moving dot directing southeast. While engrossed in the data, Kenny attempts to get Bera's attention by playfully jumping up her leg. But she ignores him.
The red dots indicate the stop they made, including one at the doctor's house. However, the car halted in the southeast area.
I think I know where that is. Jason, Bera, Thunder, you're going to pay the doctor a visit again.
I don't think the doctor is foolish enough to go there again after what happened.
I don't think so either, but please go there anyways. Search everything for clues as to where, how, and most importantly, why the artifact is being put into operation.
And you?
Heading southeast.
Thunder, Bera, Jason, and Kenny set off. Only Timeless is still standing in front of the projection, looking thoughtfully at the GPS point. Later in the afternoon, they arrive at Dr. Morden's warehouse, and Bera and Thunder take the lead. Entering through the door that Jason had already opened, Jason follows closely behind them with Kenny by his side. As they step inside, everyone proceeds cautiously, scanning their surroundings carefully.
Why does Timeless want to go to that place alone?
I'm not sure, but it would be better if we kept the conversation to a minimum. Or even better, not at all.
Bera sees the open chains of the mega abnormality.
This is where that mega thing was, right?
Probably got it quickly.
Bera, you sound sad. He must have been the one for you, right?
Jason notices a laptop on one of the tables. As he starts exploring its contents, he is suddenly startled by the sound of a ringing cell phone, which belongs to Thunder.
Elijah, this is a bad time for a call.
You've got appointments.
I told you to cancel everyone for this week. As usual, I have to do everything myself.
No, you didn't tell me to cancel all the appointments. Shall I?
Yes, please. And you can do one more thing for me.
Meanwhile, Jason tries several passwords as the laptop system is password protected. Just as he's in the middle of attempting to gain access, Bera enters the room.
Looks difficult.
No, not really.
As Thunder enters, having finished her conversation with Elijah, she finds Jason successful in cracking the password at the very moment. The system is now open and accessible.
Et voila!
Jason carefully examines the data displayed on the computer screen, paying close attention to the information presented. In the late afternoon inside the White Room of the White Lady's lair, she sits comfortably in one of the two armchairs, gazing intently at the artifact lying before her. While doing so, she picks up a tablet and uses it to make a video phone call to Dr. Morden.
Say something, Doctor. What does it look like?
It's hard to say. It may be the case that it works.
Good. Load everything in. We will try it out today.
What? Today?
You heard me. You know the meeting place.
After ending the call, another voice in the room gets the White Lady's attention. It is Timeless, who stands right behind her. Upon hearing him, the White Lady rises from her chair.
How long were you going to let me believe you're dead?
You recognized me, didn't you?
Of course I did. What's happening, Mom?
What do you mean? The artifact?
What do you need it for?
It has a power that is unimaginable. It has given me a power that I can use. The power to freeze time when and where I want.
I don't understand, Mom. All those years, Dad and I thought you were dead.
Oh, damn, the last few years have been very hard for me. If I had known another way to protect you and Magnus, don't you think I would have used it? I had to protect your lives. You would have been killed if I hadn't gone underground. As hard as it was for me, it was the only way.
Who would have killed us? What are you talking about?
You deserve the truth, my son. I was an agent. I was supposed to spy on your father and gather information on secret company projects. But the better I got to know Magnus, the more I actually fell in love with him. Love wasn't an act, ever. When I learned about and gained access to files and information on wormhole travel and transport technologies, I couldn't share that data. I knew that if my clients did not hear from me, they would come and kill me and my family. Therefore, I disappeared and faked my death.
That's treason. Not just to me or to the company and its employees, but above all to Dad. Did he know about this?
No.
And what about you and Dr. Morden now? What are you planning to do with the artifact?
What happened to you, Adam?
An accident. A time travel experiment went wrong. In an explosion that proved fatal for Dad, I got some splinters in my eye. I went blind.
But now you can see?
No. I just recognized that the woman standing in front of me used to be my mother.
Please understand me. I have to do it because it's my last chance to live. You see, I'm dead.
What? What do you mean?
I have a fatal disease that affects the heart. I have a kind of amulet on my heart which keeps me alive, but not for long. The best doctors can't help me. And that's where we come to the artifact.
What?
Have you ever heard of Natus? Some kind of deity in ancient times. In his lifetime, he was probably also a doctor. Only he can heal me. So tonight we'll try the first contact, the first attempt to bring him into this, our world.
No. Don't do it, Mom. You have no idea what you're doing.
The White Lady raises her hand and gestures, causing time to once again come to a standstill. Behind Timeless, one of the 5 butlers emerges. Timeless guessed the maneuver and was thus able to prevent his own freezing.
It's no use, Mom. I'm immune to it.
Timeless gets struck in the head by the butler and goes KO.
I'm sorry, Adam, but unfortunately, it's already decided and I want to live a little longer.
The White Lady walks out with the butler and closes the door. Timeless is left unconscious in the room. Elijah gracefully maneuvers her motorcycle to a stop in front of the White Lady's immaculate residence. The building itself is a striking display of white architecture. At that moment, the 5 butlers come out with the White Lady. The White Lady gets into the white limousine with the butlers, which then drives out of the open garage. Elijah ducks as it passes her. When the White Lady's limousine has taken off, Elijah turns off her motorcycle and walks towards the house. She looks around cautiously. Near the front door, a small abnormality similar to the burglar abnormality sits and watches her. Elijah manages to sneak into the house through the closing garage door. The abnormality doesn't make it in time and gets annoyed. Elijah looks around in the white room. The whole house is decorated in white. Suddenly, from one room, she hears someone kicking and pushing against the door. Elijah approaches the noise. At that moment, Timeless manages to get the door open. He is surprised to see Elijah.
Elijah? What are you doing here?
Thunder asked me to pick you up here. I just saw the people coming out. Are you all right?
No time for a doctor. Call your boss. We got a problem.
In the warehouse, Thunder's cell phone breaks the silence. Bera and Jason look at it questioningly while Thunder answers the call.
It's always good to put the phone on speakerphone.
It's Elijah. She found Timeless. It was a little bit more violent. I guess the White Lady's up to something bigger than we thought. She disappeared and no one knows where. We're supposed to meet.
Kenny starts barking several times, which catches Jason's attention. Kenny starts jumping up Jason's pants.
Hold on, my phone.
Jason goes to his phone and opens a 3D program. A street map materializes before his eyes, a network of pathways and intersections with a moving red dot.
Of course, the White Lady left in the limo. I know where she went.
Where?
Up north, out of town. If I'm not wrong, there's a huge junkyard there, right where the red dot stops now.
Where exactly?
Foreman's junkyard, about 30 miles north of Silentville.
Well, let's go, Elijah. I will meet you there.
Everyone moves toward the exit of the warehouse. It is evening. The sun goes down at the Dimension facility in the junkyard. The White Lady's on her way to Dr. Morden, who is adjusting something at a larger structure in the junkyard. The structure consists of 2 large poles, a large mixing console, including various technical equipment, touch monitors, and a large satellite dish.
Are you finished, Doctor?
Yes, but let me warn you again. It has not been rehearsed.
Yes, it has been tried once, with success.
The White Lady looks at the artifact standing next to the equipment at Dr. Morden's place. She takes it and hands it to him. Dr. Morden grabs it and puts it in a drawer on the computer, which opens by itself. The artifact is picked up by a scan. Some kind of satellite dish aligns. The computer comes to life. Dr. Morden taps some keys and the satellite dish aligns itself to the sky. Some kind of laser beam, the diameter of the satellite dish, builds up and shoots into the sky. The spectacle is watched in amazement by Dr. Morden, the White Lady and the butlers. Suddenly the earth begins to tremble. Outside the junkyard, Elijah and Timeless are waiting with Elijah's motorcycle when Thunder's convertible comes racing around the corner. It comes to a screeching halt as Thunder, Bera and Jason exit the car. Jason indicates to Kenny that he'd better stay in the vehicle.
Stay here, Kenny. We'll have a real steak for that tomorrow, too.
A sudden tremor startles the group.
This is not normal, is it?
Not in Sweden, but here it is.
In the sky, a spooky cloud formation builds up, stretching quickly and interminably over the junkyard. Red lightning flashes out of it.
There you go, my favorite weather.
But this is not normal either.
But for me, this is as normal as drinking water.
Elijah quickly retrieves the crossbow from its holder on her motorcycle.
Are we too late?
I think just in time. Elijah, have you finally done what I paid you to do?
Elijah appears with a crossbow, just stylishly puts in an arrow and cocks it.
I think one more woman would be good, don't you?
Enough talking. Let's do this.
To be continued.